right, come on in, share the broadcast with your friends, your family, your followers. Let's get ready to go live. Let's ready to get this thing on and popping. Let's ready to get this thing hot and heavy. I'm going to give you just a couple of minutes just to share the broadcast. Yeah, so do me a favor, invite your friends, your family, your followers. Tag someone in it. Send it to your friends, your family. I'm committed to getting back and trying to make sure we do this at least once a week as promised. Absolutely. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for tagging your friends in it. We'll be ready to start in just 1 or 2 more minutes. And by the way, let me know if you're watching live or on the replay. Hey family, how you doing? How are you? How are you? How are you? Yep, we're gonna get started in just 1 or 2 more minutes. Don't worry. Give me just 1 or 2 more minutes and we will get started. Make sure you share the broadcast, share with your friends, your family, your followers. Yep, good morning or good evening, depending on where you're chiming in from and whether you're watching live on the replay. I want to say absolutely good morning or good afternoon. If you're watching at nighttime, good afternoon, good morning, good evening. To all of our friends, family, and followers, near and far, God bless you. I am so excited to be back. Um, these are perilous times, trying times, but listen, I'm excited to be back sharing with you all. So we're going to start this teaching in just 1 more minute. So do me a favor and just share the broadcast. Tag yourself in it. We're all one big family, so invite everyone you know. I believe this is going to be absolutely life changing. I'm 100% convinced that this is going to be life changing. I promise you, this will be worth your time, worth your investment today. I can promise you, this will be well worth your time. And we do not have all day to invest in it, but we will manage our time wisely. All our friends in Arizona and Georgia, Texas, God bless you all. This is about to be, man, this is going to be good. Listen, it's amazing when God is speaking to you, when you're trying to hear, it is life changing. It's just amazing. And so, one more minute, and I've got to get this started. So make sure you share the broadcast with your friends, your family, your followers. Tag someone in it. You need to, if you're a leader, you need to get your people in on this. I promise you. If you're a leader, your people need this information. Trust me, they need this. It's going to make the world of a difference in how we go forward, how we perceive, how we receive. This is going to be life changing, okay? And so let me start by saying hello. Absolutely, this is a day that the Lord has made. We are absolutely excited. We're exceedingly glad, and we're celebrating in it. It did not mean all is going as we wanted, or all is going as we like it, or all is going as planned, but I've made a choice to celebrate and rejoice in it. The true mark of maturity is that we don't allow our emotions, our feelings, our thoughts, our external circumstances to dictate how we engage God. No, I'm constant in Him. I'm consistent in Him. I may have to alter a few things that I do, but my love, my passion, my zeal for Him is always unaffected by external things. You know what I'm saying? A lot of internal things always are troubling us and plaguing us. We're pressed on every side, but we're steadfast, unmovable, always abounding, always abounding, always. I'm telling you, better see, our God's will for us is that we always abound, that we always have to be able to produce in good work. So this is the season that we're going to have to learn to press and persevere. But I'm telling you, the race is not given to the swift nor to the strong, but to the one who just keeps plowing and keep pressing. That's who gets the prize. You know what I'm saying? And so it's time for us to press in. But I want to talk to you, and I'm not going to have time to do all of it today. So I'm going to have to do part 1 and part 2. I may try to come on part 2 later this week. If not, it'll be next Tuesday. But I was speaking to God and just asking Him. There's a lot going on. And one of the things that He really impressed me upon this season is that many of us we're becoming inundated with information. You can find a lot of information, a lot of sense knowledge. You can read books. If you want to learn, you can almost build up your own car if you just watch YouTube. You know what I'm saying? You can fix a lot of things with the amount of information that's being passed out and disseminated now in society. You know what I'm saying? The problem is knowledge does not always accomplish what we need. And so He's been really impressing upon me that the missing ingredient to the level of success or the level that you're trying to get to is really revelation. I'm going to explain this. It's not that you don't know, but you don't have the right revelation, because you can read, you can study, you can do a lot of things, but they'll never replace, and they're totally different than revelation. So I want to start this off. Revelation. What does it mean? The root word for revelation is to reveal. To reveal. What does it mean to reveal? I'm glad you asked. What does it really mean to reveal? To reveal means to make known something secret or hidden, publicly or generally known. In other words, it's when there's something is secret or hidden, and we start making it clear to others. That's reveal. It means to open up to view. In other words, something hidden or something that's obscure, it becomes easily seen. It also means to show clearly. Now let me give you, I want to teach this out for a few minutes before I get into this, okay? I'm telling you, you want to get your people in on this. You want to, if you're watching live, you want to tag people. If you're watching on replay, you want to share it, because this is going to make the difference in this season, I promise you. The Greek word for reveal is apocalypto, where we get our word apocalypse from, apocalypto, which means to take the cover off. It's going to be good, y'all, I promise you. This means to take the cover off. And so when we say reveal, we're taking the cover off. Man, do y'all, Lord, I felt God. To reveal something is to take the cover off of something. It's something is veiled, but we remove the veil. And I'm telling you by the Spirit that we're one. What we're missing is revelation. You're looking at it, you're on the verge of it, but you don't have a revelation of it. And your lack of revelation is what's hindering you. My people are destroyed for a lack of knowledge. So knowledge can get you there, but revelation opens the door to it. And so we need a revelation because it means apocalypto, to take the cover off or to disclose. It means to lay open which has been previously veiled or covered up. Do you hear me? To something that's been covered, to open it up. Or it also means to make known or to make manifest. Understand this, that this is the season where some things that have been right in front of you hidden. My God, have you been in a season where you know you're right on the verge, you're right on the edge of something, you're right, you're stepping onto something. You can feel it, you can sense it, but you can't see it, you can't access it. You're entering into this. You feel like you're turning the corner. You're going to this new season. There's a new realm. There's a new something, but for whatever reason you can't get there. And it's not because you've not been praying, you've not been fasting. The problem is the cover has not been lifted off of it, so you don't know how to access it. All right? So we need a revelation. It also means in the Hebrew to uncover, to advertise. My God. Oh, listen, I'm trying to keep calm. To advertise, to discover, to reveal secrets. And I'm telling you, God can reveal the secret thing. Can you understand? You're one revelation away from your breakthrough. You're one revelation away from wealth. You're one revelation away. You're just one revelation. Listen, you don't need as much information as you do revelation. The problem is we're consuming information, but we're not getting revelation. Listen, you can read the Bible back and front. You can read it, and that's good for information. But until the hidden truths, the mysteries, the secrets locked up in the Bible become revealed, or he pulls the cover off, until he removes the cover off our eyes, then we're just getting information, but not revelation. And the problem is, information gets you there, but revelation unlocks the door, opens the door. And so I was talking to the Lord, and he reminded me, you remember Mark 16 around 17, Jesus was asking the disciples, who do you say that I am? Who do you know me to be? Who do you know? What do you know about me? What information have you picked up? What have you seen? What have you heard? What have you figured out? What conclusion have you come to about me? Mark 16:17, Jesus asking his disciples, Lord, this is going to be good. Jesus asking his disciples, what information have you gathered about me? What have you picked up? And so they all gave information, but then Peter said, thou art the Son of God. And at the end of that discourse, he said, Peter, you didn't figure this out. You couldn't calculate this on your own. You could not what you got was revelation. And because my Father has revealed something to you that others are still trying to learn, that you have access. And that's why we need to start moving from all this information gathering to the season of revelation. I'm telling you, you can get a prophetic word, but until you get a revelation of that word, you can't move in it. But the problem is we get words, we get prophetic ministry, we get all this stuff, and we start trying to sense knowledge. We start trying to figure it out. We start trying to apply common sense, logic, or even education to the things of God. But baby, I'm telling you, none of this makes sense, because it has to be revealed unto you. And if you get the concept that revelation is the missing ingredient, if you allow the Father to reveal to you, to unlock, to uncover these mysteries, then you can start making progress. Because the problem is, for most believers, we're moving behind schedule, because we're moving according to time and not revelation. We're moving according to our understanding and not revelation, because revelation supersedes understanding. I don't have to understand. When he reveals something, I receive revelation. I accept it. And then my natural mind can catch up to it.
But we've got to learn that we've got to be supernatural. This is not the season to be normal. This is the season to be supernatural. Normal does not cut it anymore. Listen, we don't need normal Christians. We need supernatural. We need supernatural kingdom citizens who believe the Bible. In my name you shall. You don't have to understand, but you do have to get a revelation of it. Do you understand this? Because too many believers are trying to figure out the formula, and you'll slip into witchcraft. You'll slip into all sorts of trickery and magic, because you'll start coming up with carnal ways to do the things of the spirit. I don't need understanding in the beginning, because I do. Listen, wisdom brings understanding. But once I get a revelation, I get access. I get ability to start making movement. Listen, Peter, flesh and blood did not reveal this to you. In other words, there's some things you can gain according to the natural realm. Do you hear me? There's some things you can get access to. There's some things that you can begin to move into. There's some things that you can start getting mastery over through the realm and the senses of flesh and blood. And there's nothing wrong with education. You should be educated. You should be equipped. But listen, revelation takes you where your education can't. So flesh and blood has not revealed this to you, but my Father. Listen, Daniel 2:47. Daniel 2:47 talks about there was a dream given. This is about to be good. There was a dream given, and Daniel said, I can interpret it. Hear me. Daniel said, I can interpret it. And so when Daniel got finished interpreting the dream, the king said that surely your God is a God of gods. Man, this is going to mess you up. Because here is a what we would call a non-believer. Man, I'm telling you, revelation will set you up in front of great people. Understanding how to function in revelation will set you up with people of influence and power. I'm telling you, when you learn to move in revelation and start looking and saying, God, reveal to me the truth behind this. There's a voice behind the voice. Let me take a glimpse into, let me hear, let me see what's being said in the realm of the spirit, not just what I hear naturally. All right. And so he said, the king said, truly, your God is a God of gods, because he is a revealer of secrets. And I'm telling you, once you learn to move in revelation, you don't have to always try to decipher people's motives. Come on, y'all. You don't have to always try to be worried about what people are saying, doing, thinking. You don't have to worry about your enemies, because God will start revealing. You listen, you remember, let me slow down, let me calm down. You remember when they were going to war, and God, every time the enemy would make a plan to attack, God will reveal the plan of the enemy to his people. I'm telling you, when you start functioning in the realm of revelation, not just knowledge, God will start revealing to you things that are for you and even against you. He'll start revealing to you plots, motives, mysteries that are secret, because there's nothing hidden. The Bible, Jesus said over and over, there's nothing hidden that won't be revealed. But here's my concept. If God is a God of gods and he is a revealer of secrets, then you need to tap into this realm of God, because he becomes a keeper of secrets. Let me say that again. He becomes a keeper of secrets. And because if we don't seek for revelation, then he won't reveal it. You know what I'm saying? It's not that he wants to hold it from us. He wants us to lack. He wants us to be without, or wants us to be in need. No, we've got to learn to ask and keep on asking, knock and keep on knocking, seek and keep on seeking. I'm going after the revelation. I understand by my brain what he's telling me. But what's hidden in it that has not been revealed to me? See, the difference is you're trying to build a business. You're trying to build a brand. You're trying to build a ministry. You're trying to build a team according to understanding. That's great. Five dysfunctions of a team, the making of a league, all those concepts, all those strategies are wonderful. But until God reveals to you the secret ingredients to your team, to your business, to your brand, you're going to build and take a long time, because there's something hidden that your brain cannot calculate. See, we don't need listen, information is good, but information can bring carnality and foolishness. I'm telling you, you can become so wise until we become like fools, because God does not operate. God does not operate according to our knowledge. His knowledge, his thoughts are higher than our thoughts. His ways are higher than our ways. And so when we tap out at knowledge, then we have to learn to fall into revelation. Because if his thoughts are not our thoughts, then he needs to reveal his thoughts unto us. You cannot, who can grasp the mind of God? No one can, but he can reveal them to you. You know what I'm saying? Listen, make note, Luke 10:22. Luke 10:22. I want to help you understand this. Luke 10:22. Jesus is talking in a discourse, and he talks about, if you've seen the Father, you've seen the Son. But he goes on to say later in that verse, he says, but to whom you can't see him except to whom the Father reveals to him. Listen, Jesus is not lost. God is not lost. They're not lost. But the problem is, if you don't get a revelation of him, then you cannot grasp him. And so we try to get people into the kingdom. We're trying to teach them. We're trying to push them with knowledge. We're trying to get them in all this understanding. Yes, with all that getting and understanding. But once you get to a level of understanding, you have to learn to move to revelation. And so you cannot understand God. You cannot find him because you cannot find God because he's lost, but he can reveal to you where he is. He can reveal to you what he's doing, because you, in your natural thinking, cannot grasp the carnal mind. The Bible says it's enmity, it's enemy with God. And so you cannot grasp all the things of God with your natural mind. You have to learn to fall into the realm of revelation. You've got to begin to press in for revelation. So if you're reading a scripture, reading a passage, you read it and you start saying, that makes sense to me. But after it makes sense, what am I missing? What is the deeper truth? Is there, I'm getting, watch this, I'm getting this top layer. But if I keep digging, it's like digging for oil. You notice the soil is becoming richer and richer the deeper you dig. My God, that's a good analogy. That when you start digging, you know there's a well up under there. You know there's a basin of oil, a container of oil under there. But when you start digging, many people stop because they start sensing richness in the oil. The oil is changing. The ground is changing. The soil is changing. The dirt is changing. I can tell that the composition is changing. But the problem is, you've got to keep digging until you get to the well itself. You cannot stop at surface level. You've got to go for the full revelation. And that's why it said, in this book of the law shall thou meditate day and night. Because God can reveal multiple truths out of one passage. Calm down, Chris, calm down. God can reveal multiple truths. I mean, listen, God is so multifaceted. Just when you think you figure him out, he reveals himself differently. Because in the Old Testament, he was a God. They didn't know he was Jehovah Jireh until he revealed himself as Jireh. They got a revelation of him as Jireh, of Jehovah. But they didn't have a revelation of Jireh until he revealed that to them. And I'm telling you, there's some things in this season that God is leading you to that you cannot conquer because you're supposed to get a revelation in it. You can't pray some things away. You can fast some things away. You cannot bind some things. You cannot get out of some things because in this thing, you're supposed to get a revelation. You cannot get, listen, Jehovah Rapha is not revealed until there's a sickness, until there's a need. And so God will oftentimes allow situation and circumstance to come up and start prevail so you can get a revelation. It's not, this sickness is not unto death, but it's that the glory of God may be revealed. You understand what I'm saying? And so God will allow some challenges, some obstacles. God will allow some circumstances to arise in our lives in this season, not because it's a punishment. Baby, God does not have to punish you to teach you. That is old religious teaching that is not valid. God doesn't have to beat you to teach you a lesson. No, sir, no, ma'am. God doesn't have to sit you in a corner, deprive you of food, deprive you of water, deprive you of love, deprive you of money. The devil is a lie. God doesn't have to withhold from me to teach me. That's religious teaching. No, sir, no, man. What God does, God gives me revelation. And so he allows situations and circumstances to arise. I love my, who am I talking to? You're not being punished. God is trying to reveal something to you. You're not under divine discipline. People lying to you. It's divine correction. It's because you sinned last year. Baby, I may have consequences, but his mercies are new every morning. And when I repent, he throws my sins into the sea of forgetfulness and remembers them no more. So I'm not living out my punishment. Listen, my punishment, my penalty has been paid. I have repented. I might have consequences, but it's not punishment. But he will allow circumstances and situations and challenges to arise so that we can get a revelation. I need to go fast, so I hope this is making sense. I'm telling you, this is the season. If you stop trying to get out of stuff, you'll get a revelation while you're in it. Did you hear me? You stop trying to get out of the tight spot. Ask God for the revelation while you're in the tight spot. God, reveal unto me what am I missing right now? I understand this. I pick up this. But what am I missing? What's hidden from me? Because listen, you can walk into, oh my God, you can walk into one business meeting. You can walk into one board meeting. You can walk and God, God can lead you to one millionaire. Did you hear me? One millionaire. And with all your understanding, the difference between understanding and revelation is the difference between you moving into it or you just knocking on the door and staying on the outside. Come on, y'all, let's talk. Because God can reveal to me the right words to say. He can reveal to me the motives. He can reveal to me. He can reveal to me what's going on behind the scenes. He can reveal to me even his plan for me. Because once Jesus the Christ, once you get a revelation of God in your life, then you can get back on path. And many believers are off path. I'm not saying you, but all of us have drifted off course. All of us have drifted in the wrong direction because we didn't have a full revelation of the God in us and God's plan for us. All right, calm down, Chris. And so we've got to learn, I'm not going to keep trying to get more information. The Bible says knowledge puffs up. And so you don't need more information, you need revelation. Come on, confess it. God, I receive revelation. Come on, no, you have whatsoever things you say. Life and death in the power of your tongue. You're not going to get it because I teach it to you. You're going to get it because you believe it, you receive it, and you confess it. So I want you to really confess with your mouth, God, I have revelation. I have kingdom revelation. I have a revelation of you. I have the right revelation of this season. God, I have the right revelation of these relationships. God, I have the right revelation of these partnerships. God, I have the right revelation of your plan for my life. God, I have the right revelation for your assignment for my life. Because I don't need another word. I need a revelation at this point. All right. Yeah. Because listen, calm down, Chris. See, what I'm trying to teach you is there's a difference between sense knowledge and revelation knowledge. Both seem similar, but the sources are different. If you can calculate it, if you can figure it out, then it comes from sense realm, earthly realm. I'm not knocking earthly realm. You need to know that 2 plus 2 is 4. You don't need a revelation of 2 plus 2. You need understanding of 2 plus 2. That if I put one, I need an understanding that if I put one smart pen with one ink pen, this makes two writing devices. That's not a revelation. That's understanding. And so I need understanding. But then, what do I do with this versus what do I do with this? Why do I have this and why do I have this? Why did you give me both of these and when should I use either one of these? I need revelation because without revelation, I may understand that I have two different things. But I need to know when to use them. What's the purpose for them? And why have you given it to me? When is it best to use them? All right, calm down. This got to be two-part, because I'm telling you, we're in a season where God wants to begin to reveal even himself to you. We've known him in times past. You've had a good relationship with God. You're not backsliding. I'm not talking none of that. But there is more to God than you can imagine. He is infinitely bigger than anything you can imagine. The problem is we don't have a revelation of that. Did you understand that? God is bigger. Listen, I got to a point in church where things and the religious system where things were just going so haywire. It seemed like I couldn't even begin to explain it. But I got to a point of saying, God, I know there's more. I understand everything at this point, but God, I know there's more. I don't know where it is. I don't know what it is. But God, I know there's more than this. God, I know there's more. I've seen you, and I appreciate what you've done. God, I've experienced great things, but God, there's more, and you can't teach me more. You have to reveal to me more. And so I start saying, God, I need you to reveal more, because when you say blow my mind, you're saying, God, I need revelation. Because blowing my mind means I need you to do something that supersedes my natural thinking, something I cannot comprehend, something I cannot calculate. And so we need to begin to going into our services, going into our worship encounters, and say, God, I need you to reveal yourself to us today. I don't need, because if you do what you did last week, I already know that. I already know. I've already had that experience before. And I'm not crying out for old bread. I'm not crying for old experience. I'm saying, Heavenly Father, give us this day our daily bread. Reveal to me what's new for this day. Every morning, your mercies are new. So, Father, I need a revelation of this day. I need understanding of yesterday. But I need a revelation of this day. 1 Corinthians 14:16. Just write these scriptures down and go back and look them for yourself. Remember, you're going to have to begin to study out the scriptures, be more Berean, noble like Bereans, and start searching out the scriptures and start studying and meditating and say, God, I need a full revelation. Man, this thing just grasped me, that if we ever begin to corporately gather and start crying out for more, God, reveal yourself like you never have to us. We don't need, that touch was good for yesterday. That touch was good for last week. But I've had new challenges this week. I've got new problems this week. I've got new situations. And listen, you don't just need revelation for negative things. You need revelation for all things. And so, God, I need to reveal yourself, because I've got multi-million-dollar ideas that are facing me this week. I need a revelation. My God, I need a revelation. Ooh, gee, listen, because this week is coming up. I need a revelation. Oh, man. But 1 Corinthians 14:6, the essence of it, he says there's a difference between knowledge and revelation. And so for everybody who's saying, oh, that's a play on words, baby, trust me, there's a difference between knowledge and revelation. You can sit in school and memorize everything according to textbook and have zero revelation of it. You hear me? You can sit in school and learn everything they're telling you, but that doesn't mean you have a revelation of it. Just because I understand, watch this, just because I understand that if I plug my computer into a wall and it powers on, that means I understand that's not a revelation. So I need revelation to unlock the hidden things of it. Does that make sense? I need a revelation to expand and to explode these micro principles that I don't know, because learning them is a difference between tapping into success and sustaining in success. I'm almost finished, because I told you understanding will get you to the door, but revelation will keep you in the door. You can stumble into goodness, but without a revelation, you won't ever be able to stay there. Calm down, Chris. Calm down. All right. I want to read 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 9 and 10. And y'all forgive me because on all my devices, I left things out. However, I'm never without my Bibles. All right? Because technology has failed me more than one time. And I believe that the prince of this... All right, let me leave that alone because people don't like my teaching. But you do know, if all you have is technology, you do know they can change what you read via one download. You better tell somebody. If That's why you need a Bible. That's why you need pages. That's why, because one download while you're... Jesus Christ, man, you finna get this understanding revelation. While you're asleep, the creator of the app can send one download to change words around in what you get. Jesus Christ. While we were sleeping, the Bible says the enemy came in and sowed things amongst us. And we didn't understand it. And Jesus. And so you need, because watch this, if you're counting on the mere app for information, it's going to definitely change and cancel your revelation. Because your revelations, if you get bad information, then it can cancel out the revelation he gives, because the two become contrary. I'll leave that alone. I'm not against technology. We have it, but if you do understand it, right? I just want to make sure you understand that. And so I'm with it, but I'm not just reading this Bible because it's a good book. I'm reading this Bible because there are hidden mysteries in it. There are secret truths. There are things locked up in it that are hidden from the unbelievers. There are things that are veiled. And so when I read it, I get the secret and I move forward. But because they're reading it as a novel in that kingdom, then it's covered in front of them and they can't see it. And I'm telling you, revelation is going to start becoming a deciding factor, a plumb line from those who are really in the kingdom and not, because everybody can read the book. Sowing and reaping, watch this, sowing and reaping are kingdom principles. Everybody can do it and benefit. But you need a revelation of sowing and reaping to really get all out of it. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verses 9 and 10. I want you to remember this. Write this down. Study it later. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verses 9 and 10. But as it is written, eye hath not seen, nor ear heard, neither have entered into the heart of man the things which God prepared for them that love him. All right? All right, it says, eyes haven't seen. Your natural, so in other words, these natural things can't pick up. He said, eyes, ears, let me make sure I'm reading it right. Eyes can't see it, ears can't hear it, neither can this knowledge get into the heart of man. But what is it that can't get into it? Y'all better hear me. What is it that God wants to get to us that can't come through our senses? It says, the things which God hath prepared for them that love him. Wait a minute. This is bothersome, because he's telling me that there are things he's prepared for you. There are things that he's prepared for me. There's things that are in my path. There's a way that seems right unto man, but it doesn't mean that's the path of God for my life. There are things that God have already predetermined, and he's laid up with my name on them. Right there. The heart of man, the things, so all this, eye can't see it, ear can't hear it, neither can you really receive it in your heart or understand it. The thing with God had prepared for them that love him. So in other words, for us believers, if we are bona fide believers, God has secrets, he has treasures, he has good things, he has plans, he has purposes, he has destiny, he has wealth laid up in store for us before the foundations of the earth. We can't earn it, we don't deserve it, it's not, we can't ask for it. These things are already predetermined that they're mine. I want you to begin to say, the blessings of God are mine. Come on. Listen, y'all don't know how to, man, I almost threw my hat. Listen, the wealth is already mine. The blessings are already mine. The healing already mine. Divine connections are already mine. My God. Right business partners are mine. My investors, they're already mine. My secret connections, my Canadian connections, they're already mine. The people who are going to open up the city unto me, they're already mine. The right relationships that's going to take me around the world, they're already mine. He's already prepared them for me because I love him. And so because I love him, he's already laid it out for me. Jesus. He's already laid it out. I don't have, see, this is the problem. I don't have to figure it out. I have to discover it. Because the Bible says, but God hath revealed them to us by his Spirit. Now wait a minute. Now that if you don't have no reason to get excited, if that don't excite you, nothing will. In other words, my God, I felt a rush of the Holy Ghost. I felt a rush of the Spirit of God just then. In other words, everything that I need that pertains to life and godliness are already hidden. They're already mine. They're already assigned to me. But I cannot figure them out. I cannot try to locate them. You can't get it on a map. You can't read a book for them. You cannot you cannot no. That realm of information will not do. But God has revealed them to us by his Spirit. For the Spirit searcheth all things, yea, the deep things of God. In other words, if I step into the realm of the Spirit, the realm of revelation, then he begins to show me where my stuff is. Come on, y'all. My God, he began to show me where my wealth is. See, that's the problem. I'm reading everybody else's book, and I'm reading about how they got their wealth. I'm reading everybody else's book about how they got their success. That was their formula. But if I step into the realm of the Spirit, then his Spirit reveals it to my spirit, what's already my blueprint. And then I get access. Jesus. I get access. I get access. I get access. I told you the problem is we're lacking revelation, because without revelation, you don't get access. You're standing at the right spot, but you don't have a revelation how to get into that thing. You may be in the right relationship, but without revelation, you don't know how to access the benefits of that relationship. And I'm trying to tell you, you can be born again, sitting in a church. You could be showing up 100 times a year. But if you don't have a revelation, then you're going to be on the outside looking in, hoping at best for the benefits of the kingdom. Because God hath, please, somebody say, God, reveal to me my stuff. Jesus Christ. I'm not praying for my stuff no more. I'm not praying for my money no more. I'm not praying. I've already got it. He's already prepared them. I don't know. Calm down, Chris, because you almost knocked your camera over. Did your Bible say that? Is that what your Bible said? It said, God hath prepared. Let's go to English for a minute. Hath prepared for them that love him. Hath prepared. Hath prepared. Hath prepared. Not is preparing. Is preparing will be a future tense verb. Not hath prepared is a past participle. It's a past verb. And so it literally says that God has already done everything for me that I'm going to need. I don't need to keep asking for him to do it. It is finished. I need a revelation of how to access and move into it. Did you get the revelation? See, the wrong revelation will keep you asking the wrong question. The wrong revelation will keep you having the wrong conversation. Because you don't know it's already done, you're asking for him to do something he's already completed. But if you read the Bible, it said, he hath prepared. I am one who loves him, which means those things are already prepared for me. It's already done, baby. That's why I said you don't need enough. We are becoming carnal Christians and don't know it. We're becoming book smart, but no revelation. We're heaping knowledge on top of knowledge. We're going from one class to another, one master class to another master class. You're going from one seminar to another seminar. You can sit in seminars until they change your name to seminar. But name being seminar does not give you revelation of how to move into any of that stuff that you know. And I'm telling you, you've got to invest in seminars. You got to invest in master classes. You got to invest in all of that stuff. But until you get a revelation of it, you just have knowledge but no access. Because I'm asking God this season, God, give me revelation how to move in all the things that you've already done for me. You've already healed me. You sent your word and healed me. You already sent the word. Give me revelation how to move into that healing. You blessed me with a blessing that make rich and add no sorrow. Give me revelation of how to move into that realm of being blessed. So it really means to tell me that my sense realm cannot perfectly pick up God's plan for my life. Now, I got to stop in a few minutes. You can talk to many life coaches. I'm a certified, board certified life coach. I love coaching. And God give us tools to help you discover something. But baby, we can't give it to you, because the truth is, God has put eternity in every man's heart, the Bible says. But we've got to search it out. Yeah, because I can give you understanding, but I cannot give you revelation. All right, calm down. Do you understand why revelation is the missing ingredient? Because we focus so much on in all that getting an understanding, and we do need to get understanding. But what happens when you cannot get an understanding and you need access? Calm down. What happens when you need to move into something that you have not studied before? What happens when you need to begin to function and nobody will train you or equip you? All right, let me give you another scripture. Go to Daniel chapter 2, verse 30, since I brought it up. Daniel chapter 2, verse 30. Make yourself a note. Daniel chapter 2, verse 30. Man, I'm telling you, revelation will set you up, because there are times where I don't have time to learn, but I need to be able to do something. Who? All right, calm down. Calm down. I think y'all get it. Daniel chapter 2, verse 30. All right, Daniel 2:30. Let me go to my Bible. Daniel chapter 2, verse 30. All right, here we go. I want to read it for you. Daniel chapter 2, verse 30 says, one more page. It says, but as for me, let me read 29. 29 is the setup. It says, as for thee, O king, thy thoughts came into thy mind upon thy bed. What should come to pass hereafter? In other words, king, you got a understanding. You got information, king. King, you got information at nighttime. But, and he, wait a minute. God can give you information. Wait a minute. This is getting ready to help you. We're going to end on this one. King, you got information via a dream. I hope y'all catch that. You can get information from God and still not get a revelation of it. King, you got, Jesus. King, you got information. What should come to pass hereafter? And he that revealeth secrets maketh known to thee what shall come to pass. God will give you information, but make you seek for the revelation. My God, I'm trying to help you out. God will give you information, but you got to seek out the revelation of the information he gives you. All right, King, you got it. So verse 30, but as for me, this secret is not revealed to me for any wisdom that I have more than any living. In other words, I got the revelation of it, and it's not because of anything that makes me smarter or more intelligent than any other person. King, you got information, But the keeper of information, the revealer of secrets, the great revealer, he's given me revelation of the information he's giving you, not because of my knowledge, but for their sakes that shall make known the interpretation to the king. Watch this. Watch this. And that thou mightest know the thoughts of thy heart. Daniel, are you talking in riddles to us? No. It's clear revelation. God can give you a thought, but that does not give you the revelation. He said, God is going to give you revelation so that you may know your own thoughts, so that you may get an understanding. So, let me close my Bible. Let me close, because God will give you one thought that can take you 6 weeks to unpack if you press in for the revelation. King, you got information. King, you had a dream. King, God showed you of what's to come. But because of your relationship with him, you have information, but you don't have revelation. So, King, God has sent me here. God has given me this assignment to help you understand that you need revelation to unlock the information that's already inside of you. And I'm telling you, hear me, beloved, I promise you, you already have enough knowledge to do more than what you're doing now. You have more than enough information. You have more than enough information to get the job done. Listen. All right, I had to calm down. Make your declaration. I have enough information to get the job done. I lack no information. If any man lack wisdom, let him ask. So if I don't know, I simply have to ask. He'll give me the practical application of the understanding. Wisdom. So you've got wisdom how to write the book. You've got wisdom how to open the business. You've got wisdom how to launch the ministry. You've got all this understanding how to build it. You've got all the understanding. But now comes the missing ingredient. God wants you to perfectly understand. He wants to take the cover off. Remember, reveal. He wants to make it plainly known the information. Man, if you don't learn to make these declarations, you're going to miss out on your movement with God. You have to open your mouth and say, I have all the information that I need. I have access to all the information I need. Lord, Apostle Michelle McClain used to teach and still mess me up. Everybody should say, and I never forget, she said it one time in front of me. She said, people always say, what is the best gift? I need the best gift. What's the best gift? And she said, looked at me. She had a revelation I didn't have. She had it. I didn't know it because God had revealed to her. She said, the best gift is being able to use the one that you need at that moment. Wait a minute. It seems so simple. Come on. It seems so simple, but I had a knowledge of the gifts, but I had no revelation of it. And missing that revelation hindered me from being able to move and be active in the right timing and season. And this is a season where we have to be like the sons of Issachar. We have to know the timing. We've got to know the seasons. Ecclesiastes 3, to everything there's a time, a season, a purpose. You have to know the time, season, and purpose. And so I want you to begin to cry out to God. Say, God, give me the understanding of the time, the season, and the purpose. I need that information. I need to know where I have to be. I need to know who I need to talk to. I need to know what I need to say. I need that understanding. But then, Father, I'm pressing in for revelation. I'm crying out for more. I don't just want surface. The praise and worship team, get up and sing. Not just ankle deep, not just knee deep, not just waist deep, but all the way in. God, I don't want just thank you. The only thing, it must be getting close to lunchtime. The only way I can describe this, I don't want to go to the stove and be able to sample the food. That's information. God, I want to be able to go to the stove and partake of the whole meal. That's revelation. A sample. Did y'all get that? A sample may soothe me, but I need the whole meal to satisfy me. And I'm pushing you into a place of saying, I don't want to just be soothed.
I want to be completely satisfied. And to be completely satisfied, baby, you need revelation. All right. All right. My prayer is simple, Father. My prayer is this, that you begin to remove the scales from our eyes and remove the blinders from our eyes and make clearly known to us, make manifest to us the truths, the hidden treasure in darkness. Clearly show us the things that are already given to us and give us access to them so that we may advance the kingdom with speed, with excellence, and with, oh, jeez, I felt that. I want to be able to execute the kingdom in this season with speed, accuracy, and with excellence. Father, give me revelation. That's my prayer today. I want it to be your prayer. Father, give me revelation that allows me to be moving and active and pleasing in your kingdom with speed, with accuracy, and with excellence. I don't just want to be there doing it. I want to be excellent. I want to be like Daniel. I want to have an excellent spirit. I don't want to be behind you, so I want to do it at the right timing. But I don't want to just do it and halfway missing, because missing the mark is still sin. I want to hit the target every time. God, give me revelation that allows me to hit the target, to hit the nail on the head every single time I approach my assignment. Whether my assignment being a wife, a husband, a brother, a sister, a mother, a father, sharing the gospel, or bagging groceries, whatever my assignment is, give me revelation so I can do that and please you. Did you pick that up? Did you really receive that? You're on a job, but you have no revelation of why you're in your job. Ask God to reveal to you why I'm here so I can do my assignment with effectiveness, with speed, and with accuracy. Because nothing less is acceptable in the kingdom. Jesus hit the mark on the head every single time. We're human, we're going to miss it, but I'm not aiming to miss it. I'm aiming at my target. All right, listen. I'm going to do part 2 of this. Because time is up. I'm going to do part 2 of this. I'm going to teach you next time. I'm going to show you that there are different ways to receive revelation. Do you hear me? There are different ways to access revelation, to uncover. And remember, if you don't remember anything else, you're not on a journey of figuring things out. You're on a journey of discovery. I promise you, if you grasp the concept, then being in the kingdom is so much more enjoyable. You don't have to figure things out. God hides things so that we can discover them. And you are on a journey of discovery, but you've got to learn to look for things now. Come away from being just surface. Ask God for the full revelation of it. You hear me? Surface is good. That's old. But God, help me to discover what I don't know right now. That's what revelation, to discover, to uncover, to reveal, to make manifest. So God, there's secrets about me. There's secrets about my future that you've not shown me yet. Give me insight to that. Help me understand me better. I don't need a revelation of you. Thank you, Father. I don't need a revelation of my brother and sister. I need a revelation of me. So God, help me to dig out these truths about me and you. Because when I do that, God, me plus you equals unstoppable. Thank you. I heard the Father say, stop studying your enemy. Stop studying your enemy. Your enemy is your enemy. They're signed against you. But your enemy can promote you. But if you spend all your time studying your enemy, you'll miss the revelation. So listen, competition can catapult you to excellence. It keeps you on your edge. You hear me? Competition keeps you sharp. Competition keeps you in the press. So don't give in to your competition. You become lackadaisical. But you got to say, God, watch this. Hear me. God, I've seen my birth certificate. I know my name. But give me a revelation of who I'm supposed to be in this kingdom. I
I don't need what's just written down about me. I've got a degree. I've got a education degree written out. It says bachelor's of this, master's. I've got a degree that's already written. I've got a business license that's written. But God, I need a revelation of it now. So clearly begin to show me what's been hidden from me, because I have not seen, ear have not heard, neither has it entered to the heart of man the thing that you have already pre-purposed, predetermined for me to have, because I love you. But you have already revealed it to my spirit. So God, teach me how to go after revelation in this season so I can please you better. All right? Knowledge puffs up. So we're not trying to get more knowledge. We're trying to get a revelation. Listen, my friend, I'm praying for you in this season that God begins to show you the hidden things and the hidden truths about Him, your life, your assignment, and your purpose. If you learn that and walk in that revelation, remember the best math equation, you plus God equals unstoppable. Did you hear me? You need revelation. You plus God equals unstoppable. And I want y'all to tag that everywhere on social media. Me plus God equals unstoppable. Come hell, high water, witch, warlock. Laws being changed. It doesn't matter what comes up. The host camp round about me. It does not matter what's against me. If God is for me, He's more than the whole world against me. I got revelation. All right? I love you all. I'm praying for you all. I'm not going to prophesy like last time. I'm going to simply tell you we will do that on part 2. Keep your ears, eyes open. We're going to prophesy and pray and make decrees and declarations when we finish part 2 of this teaching on Revelation. But just know, God has great things, and He's revealing them to you by His Spirit. Love you all, praying for you all, believing God's best for you all. Until we get together next time, listen, press into the kingdom. The kingdom suffers the violent, but the violent take by force. You're one revelation away from your breakthrough. See you all next time. Yes. Go ahead. I'll leave it up for just about 30 seconds. You can do what you got to do, but I will leave the broadcast up for about 30 seconds. That's about it, okay? So love you all. See you all next time.